Hello there, my beautiful doll-faced angels, and today we are going to be talking my controversial opinions. So, to start us off, we're going to be talking about feminism. Now, unfortunately, I do believe in women's rights, and I am a feminist. So, personally, I believe that women should be able to choose whether or not they want to work or whether or not they want to be a mom. Well, I mean, you can work and be a mom, but I meant like stay at home mom. Well, I gotta clarify. Next up, abortion. So, it's gonna be a shock to some of you guys, but in case you couldn't tell, I'm Muslim. So, I follow Islam's ruling on that. And so, basically, as long as it hasn't been more than like 4 months or 120 days or like around 4 months, then if you want to abort that baby, go ahead. I don't really care. If you do it like at 5 months, 6 months, 7, 8, 9, whatever, like, it's none of my business. It doesn't personally affect me. Like, it's not like I'm aborting a baby. So you do you. Like, I don't really care about other people and what they do. And next up, Trump. So I don't personally believe in Trump and his message. I try to steer clear of politics, and I feel like all politicians are somewhat evil, and I feel like choosing between politicians is like choosing the lesser evil. And you know those people who are like, if you don't vote for Biden, that's a vote for Trump. Like I don't want to vote for like anyone evil like that. I would just vote third party personally. Independents. Those independent peeps. Maybe one day they'll get more traction. um, Next up, gay and trans people. So personally, I don't subscribe to the idea of hating. So I don't have anything against gay or trans people or the LGBTQIA plus community. Personally, I believe that it is a sin to like hate people like that. So I'm not homophobic or transphobic because I don't have anything against people like that. Because at the end of the day, are they making me gay? Are they making me trans? No, they're not. So I don't care. It's like you do you, and as long as you aren't choking me to death, I'm okay. Next up is Palestine. So, obviously support Palestine, obviously. And if you don't, I don't like you. And I just want you to know that hell is really, really hot. Not saying that you're gonna go to hell for not supporting Palestine. Did I imply it? Maybe, but freedom of speech. Rah, America! So, if you go to McDonald's or Starbucks, I don't like you. It's just, I know there are 1,000 other places, and I actually have apps on my phone that help me. I scan, like, whatever it is, and then it'll tell me if I can't buy it or not, like, if it supports Israel. So, I really can't. When people, oh my gosh, it's just, I feel like McDonald's and Starbucks are so easy. So, I don't bother people for other things. Like, I could be bothering people for going to certain places, buying certain products, but I don't. It's just McDonald's and Starbucks. Those are like the two things that I feel like everybody puts an emphasis on. So if you don't boycott them, then you're not that good of a person. Maybe you do donate a lot to charity. I don't know, but it's just no, like that's. I feel like that those are the two basic boycott things. BB, basic boycotting. But like, oh my gosh, just boycott them, please. Next is the death penalty. Personally, I do not believe in the death penalty. I don't think we should kill anybody. I know that in like America, the average like tax amount or the average money that our taxes pay for every prisoner is like, I don't know, like 35,000 or something, or that's for like every two prisoners. It's something like that. But I don't think that we should kill people. Like, what if that person isn't guilty? And I feel like it ties into our Eighth Amendment, and it's cruel and unusual. Just letting somebody sit down and know that one day their life is going to end. That is so cruel and just horrible. I feel like it violates our Eighth Amendment right. I hope that's the right amendment. If it's not, I'm gonna like die of embarrassment. But it's just awful, and I don't believe in it. Next one is assisted suicide, or just suicide in general. Personally, I think that if you really care about your friend and your friend wants to die, you would contact the correct people and you would get them put in a psych ward for a bit of time so that they could reevaluate their choices and get better. You would help them get into like a program where they could get better. I don't believe assisted suicide should be a thing unless like the person's like terminally ill. Then I think that's a different thing and that's okay. Mental illnesses. I don't have anything against people with mental illnesses. I myself suffer from depression and anxiety, so I don't think there's anything wrong with being mentally ill. And I think that as long as you're taking care of yourself, you're going to your therapist, you're doing all that stuff, then good on you. Because as I previously said, like 20 seconds ago, I myself have depression and anxiety. So birds of a feather flock together. I don't know why I'm like that. Birds of a feather flock together. Valley girl, woo! So school, I feel like is horrible and needs to change, and it's a big stressor for me. And I feel like a lot of teenagers, school is very sucky, and I don't like school. Boo, school! Boo! Next up is I think that college should be free, and Biden should pay off student loans, all the tuitions, like hurry up, Big J. Like, hurry up. Hurry up, JB. Like, hurry up. Next thing I want to talk about is KOSA, the Kids Online Safety Act, KOSA. I believe that that is just awful because it's not really. They claim to care about children, but what it does is children under the age of 16, they monitor all their stuff. And I know that sounds pretty great, but what'll definitely happen is the government or someone will take advantage of that, and then they'll just monitor everyone's stuff. And then you're gonna have to make just any online account. You'll have to put on your ID. Like they'll know who you are. It's just. Next up is guns. Personally, I believe that everyone, well, not everyone, but I believe that it's okay for us to have guns because everyone has the right to feel safe. If you live in an unsafe place, you can get a gun, and that's cool. I do believe that we should cut back on guns because there's a lot of gun violence, and I feel like there should be more of a strict regulation on having guns. And I feel like every year you should be tested, and if you have, they should make you do like an anger test, an anger management test, and if you have like a lot of anger, you should not be able to get that gun. And if you have kids, they should also like make your kids do like a safety test, let them know not to use the gun. And you know how in abortion clinics or like outside of like Planned Parenthood or whatever, there's signs and it's like, don't kill these kids. They should have, whoa, did you guys see that phrase? They should have that for like, um, I totally lost my train of thought because it froze like that. Whoa. But they should have that outside of like gun ranges or gun like places to get a gun. And she'd be like, "Look, yes, my son, he died in a school shooting." Oh, that's not funny though. School shootings are so serious, and it's not funny. I was just laughing because I'm awkward, but that's not funny. Next thing I want to talk about is Amber Heard versus Johnny Depp. Surprise, surprise! I am on Amber Heard's side. I feel like it should not have been broadcasted, and I feel like all the jurors went home and they saw things and they looked up things, and social media was not on Amber Heard's side. So Johnny Depp didn't even show up to the last thing. I watched the Netflix documentary series, and after watching that, I realized that Amber Heard was kind of taken advantage of. There's no such thing as like the perfect victim. When somebody acts badly towards you, you feel the need to act out, and that is exactly what she did. She acted out. All of my siblings totally hate me for this. They love Johnny Depp. They like grew up with his Pirates of the Caribbean and like some other thing he's been in. I don't know, Willy Wonka. I personally do love the Willy Wonka movie, but I really feel bad for Amber Heard because I feel like Johnny Depp was kind of like a weird guy and he did some bad things, you know? Anyways, that's the end. I hope you all liked it. I know you aren't going to agree with every single one of my opinions, and hey, that's totally okay. We all have different opinions, and that's fine. If these are my opinions, you have yours, you know? I respect. Agree to disagree. Have a good day.